Josiah, Transylvania, Romania.
Oh, good to see you there. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Unbelievable Facts with Marshall and Josiah. Today we're talking about Sightsora.
We're here in Sightsora, Transylvania, home of Dracula and Vlad the Impaler. Now, this city, Sightsora, is actually named after the very last word that Dracula heard as he was being impaled by Vlad the Impaler, which was sayonara. However, the word got mixed up in translation, hence the name Sightsora.
Now, around the city you can see mini gypsy spires. Now, these will be thin towers where gypsy kings live at the top and rule their kingdom from there. If you drive slow enough by, they will often leap from the towers onto your car, where then you have to beat them off with a stick or another device. But if visiting Sightsora, be careful for those gypsy spires. So here we are at the world's longest wooden staircase in Europe. In the world, but like the longest one in Europe. Is that clear?
This is actually where Vlad became the Impaler. As a small boy, Vlad loved slinkies, and he really wanted to do the slinky trick where you put it at the top of stairs and it goes all the way down. But here at this particular staircase, there's about a 6-foot landing after the 3rd step, and so he could only make it down the first 3 steps, and that was it. And he became so frustrated that he just started impaling people, and that's how he became known as Vlad the Impaler. So we're here at the Sightsora Cemetery, actually right next to the grave of the great Vlad the Impaler. Now, his tomb is unmarked because they don't want anyone to know where exactly it is, but we got the inside scoop and we found out it was lucky number 15, because that's how many people Vlad killed when he first became the Impaler.
And then we start probably the most epic drive. Patrick really wanted some canned soup in Istanbul, and so
Cansu, it's my girlfriend for anyone.
He wants some canned soup, some like Campbell's, and so we had to be in Istanbul the next day. And so we still have Bulgaria all of Bulgaria.
And most of Romania too.
And most of Romania to get through. We're in the middle of Romania, and Patrick insists that we have to get this canned soup. And so we're like, all right, like we gotta book it.
We are almost at the Bulgarian border, and we really wanted to eat Romanian food before we left, so we stopped at this what was once a bustling restaurant and hotel along the side of the highway. It's pretty much empty now. The old restaurant has rabbit cages and other animal cages that are living in there. I walked in on a AstroTurf pathway, and on either side was just kind of animals running around. We go in, there was just a single old Bulgarian lady, an old man who was in the back smoking, and 2 guys at a table, no lights on. This may be the sketchiest place I've ever eaten at, and that's saying something for me. So this is the last footage of me alive.
And so far it's very different. We're under a canopy of vines, which is really nice. But there's a chicken over there.
Knowing that the animal that just crossed your path is probably what you're going to be eating in the next few minutes. So we'll see what kind of food we get. I'm thinking it's going to be pretty good. Any place that's like this, it's going to be good. It has to be.
Inside, it looks like a wedding reception area. It's got like the chairs with like the bow ties in the back. There's some spider webs and other things that give that like rustic feel to it as the road kind of goes on the outside. But looking forward to some good food.
And now we just ordered a bunch of food, and we checked and don't have enough cash, so we have to figure out, do they take credit card? And if not, we are very far away from the next ATM for sure. So we'll see. We're still alive. It's a good sign. And
we had an interesting meal. Yeah. I mean, our hostess was very nice.
Tasted good.
That was good.
Josiah managed to barter with the woman and get us 1 small Pepsi to split between the 4 of us.
Sugar Daddy over here didn't get it. He was supposed to have hundreds left, and he had 68 to work with. So you know, like, I don't know. It was good though. It was good. It was an experience. It was good.
We hit the Bulgarian border around midnight.
That was the first pullover. The trucks on this crazy back road ride up right behind you with their lights in there, and so I'm going, you know, maybe 10, 15 over the speed limit just to stay like in front of the trucks. But the cops in a little, you know, hideaway flagged me down, and they, you know, they just made sure the paperwork was okay, and they could, and they understood, and they just told me to slow down. So it was actually a pretty positive first experience with the police.
Headed on towards